Phil Robertson. Okay, well, where do I begin? Let me start off by saying that the whole issue with him being canned from A&E has nothing to do with the First Amendment. A&E is a private company, and they have the right to terminate who they see fit. Okay? They have that right. Deal with it. What surprises me is how the bigger issue at play, aside from the First Amendment nonsense, because we've already covered that, the bigger part to play on this is the corporate influence over the media and the messages you get on national television. Now, why did A&E fire Phil Robertson? Well, I can tell you why A&E fired Phil Robertson. See, A&E has advertisers, okay? Those advertisers want a particular image. When one of the stars, one of the public figures, says something that goes against the image or the motives of a particular advertiser, the advertisers threaten to pull their funding if said person doesn't get taken off the air or made an example of. Now, think of the implications that makes. When you watch CNN or MSNBC or Fox News, and they start to advertise things like Cialis, Viagra, all these pharmaceutical drugs, okay? If something comes out, some kind of cure that comes out that conflicts with the pharmaceutical company's interests, guess what the pharmaceutical companies do? They pull that advertising. That way, Fox, CNN, MSNBC, they end up losing the revenue from those companies. They might even take the revenue from CNN if CNN says something that the pharmaceutical companies don't like, and give that revenue to Fox, giving Fox a competitive edge. Now, why are pharmaceutical companies being advertised on television? There is no reason why pharmaceutical companies would be advertised on television. Ask your doctor if Cialis is right for you. Damn it, your doctor should know whether or not Cialis is right for you. You don't need to put your 2 cents in. They're actually trained to know what drugs are there for you, or to direct you to a specialist who would know what kind of drugs that you should be prescribed. You are not to have any kind of input on that, because that is supposed to interrupt the medical process. So, that is why everybody here that's dealing with this Phil Robertson are being sidetracked by the First Amendment, not realizing that everything you see on Fox, everything you see on CNN, everything that you see on MSNBC has to be approved by the advertisers that are on those networks, or else it gets tabled. This extends far beyond the pharmaceutical companies. Let's take a good look at Monsanto. Why isn't Monsanto being placed on all over the news? Well, I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you why nothing negative about Monsanto is going to be put on the news. The reason why that is because 90% of our food, especially the food that gets advertised on television, has the high fructose corn syrup made from corn produced by Monsanto. So if anything bad comes to light on national television regarding Monsanto, then all these food companies end up pulling their advertising from CNN, Fox, MSNBC, or all the major networks, and then possibly giving that money to their competitors, thus causing their particular company or whatnot to collapse. Okay? So this is one of the things that helps perpetuate this 1% economy that we have right now. What you could do about it? Stop watching mass media. Or at least the Fox, or getting your news from Fox, CNN, or MSNBC, or any of those national media outlets. Just stop right now. All they do is lie. Whenever you see a politician on screen, pretty much just assume everything they say is a lie, because chances are it is. Because if they say so, or at least cut and paste, okay? Because if they said anything that might irk their sponsors, they'll end up having to get cut, okay? That is the real issue. That is the real issue between the whole Phil Robertson thing. That is the real issue behind every little bit of information that you get on all the major news networks And even some of the minor networks and the non-news networks are still going to have a skewed information sources. Okay? 2014 is going to be the year of the Internet Oracle. You're going to see people come out of the word work that are going to be able to see all the lies that are getting put out there, and they're going to be able to find the little shards of truth in them. And that's what I have to say about that. Okay? Alright, my name is Jeremy Scott. I am the Xtatic Jester, signing off.